Hey guys, Chrissy from the car here. I have been crazy busy, and so I've been derelict in my duty of releasing a video every single Wednesday, and I realized that I have to just probably do it from the car when I have a moment. We did have COVID in my family. I had COVID for a couple of weeks. It's a long haul unwellness. I'm not going to complain about it. I was very lucky so far. Then my husband got it, my kids got it, and the whole family got it, my sister and her kids. So that's been a couple of months of lots of illness and running around when I get the opportunity to help others out. So I wasn't able to release videos, but now here I am and I'm back. And today I want to talk about just real quickly during a time like this. We've been going on this path for about 9 months now during COVID, and a lot of people are out of work. Actors are out of work, directors are out of work, comedians are out of work, people are out of work, especially in our field. And I see a lot of people just kind of doing the best that they can to, keep their heads up and try to work anyway. And I just want to share with you a couple of things that you can be doing now that you know, like, this is going on so much longer than anybody anticipated. And number one is find a way to create your own content. Now, I might have said this before, but never has it ever been more important. All you need is your cell phone, just like this, right? A good cell phone with a good camera on it will help, but you can do wonders with whatever you've got. And a script, or if you're an improv person, you can start just putting videos together of you doing your work, creating yourself a channel similar to mine, maybe even, or finding somebody else who's doing that great and use it for inspiration. So that's step number two, is using your technology to get yourself working. You do not need to wait around for somebody to cast you in their web series. Create your own. Number three is start writing. If you're not already a writer, this is a great time for you to stretch what you do. Don't work out. Start learning to do ballet. There are so many things you can be occupying yourself to get through this time, but the biggest piece of that is not doing those three things. It is the mindset of knowing that the things you're doing are towards your acting career. Right. So as you know, my channel is called Make a Living Acting Anywhere. So I give advice to people about how to do that. What qualifies me to do that? Well, I make my living acting in a small 965 person town where I have some bigger towns around me and some cities within a 3-hour reach. Most of my energy is done creating my own content and working and collaborating with other people who can create content with me. So right now we are doing The Stupider Economy, which is a second version of a one-woman show that I had written for me by the brilliant playwright Robert Lynn. The first show that we did was called The Stupid Economy, and now I have 2 shows that I can perform online virtually or in person or for colleges on Zoom. And really, no director, agent, manager. I have an agent and a manager, by the way. I just don't use them as much as some other actors. I don't lean on them. I like to keep them in the loop, like, hey, here's what I'm doing. Because there's always more work that they're handing me. So you always got to keep them in the loop if you have one. But by creating my own content, I was able to get on their radar, right? Because I had assets to send them. So right now, because we're all still not allowed to get on stage, and I live for the live stage, and some of you are actors who just want to be on the live stage and don't have anything to do with film and video. But here's the thing. You have to be in front of an audience, and that's part of what you do. So right now, we're taking The Stupid Economy and turning it into a web series that's going to go on Vimeo. Vimeo is the place for artists. And you might have stumbled upon me here on YouTube, but that's because I'm trying to teach you stuff teach you how to do this thing, making a living acting anywhere. But we're going to be putting together a web series on Vimeo of the stupid economy. So basically, we're repurposing our material to do a broader reach. In addition to that, we're going to have a feature film made of the stupider economy, and I'm going to be shooting that with cell phones and good microphones. So that's going to be a lot of work. It's not something I've ever done, but right now I'm being pushed to stretch. By the way, I got cast as a series regular in a TV show before COVID hit, and obviously we're not doing that right now. It may never happen. They may have lost the financing. They may have moved on. We haven't been in contact. I've reached out a couple times, and maybe it's just not going to happen. My mindset is such that now, because I got cast in that and it's on IMDb, I have surpassed it. There are tiers for actors in television, and like co-star, guest star, series regular. Series regular is the role that most people work towards. I basically obliterated some of those tiers by getting cast as a series regular. Having that on my resume right now is wonderful because it teaches casting directors that I'm trustworthy enough to do that. Well, if I've got a whole Vimeo channel with a web series and a film that I've produced and star in, then I also create a lot of trust with those buyers because they know that I follow through. Okay. And follow through is huge. So right now, doing things that you can do to follow through, to prove that you show up on set of your own volition without being cast or hired by anybody else is humongous. Okay, guys, I think that's plenty. Please reach out if you have any questions. I don't charge for my services. I just like to respond to people to help you guys out. I know most actors are broke, so don't worry about it. Just reach out to me. I'm happy to respond to you. I do like to make sure that if you have any money and you can be working on your craft, that you head over to the link that's listed below to take Wendy Elaine Wright's acting business course. Essentially, it's the best course I've ever seen. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that I booked my series regular and the TV series called The Cure because I worked with Wendy Elaine Wright and reformatted my whole branding and resume. And she'll teach you how to turn your resume into something that looks professional. And I'm not talking about looks professional, that it's set up properly. So when a casting director or an agent gets it in their hand, they know you know what you're doing. So click on that link, head on over, talk to Wendy Elaine Wright or to take her course. And also buy the book, Self-Management for Actors by Bonnie Gillespie. That's going to help you tremendously if you work through that workbook. There are a couple of books that I've written out there. You can get them on Amazon. One of them is Make a Living Acting Anywhere, Ultimate Guide with Fillable Workbook. So basically what I do in that book is I describe to you how to get something done, and then you go over to the workbook and you can type in the action plan for that. So it is an implementer book. It means that you stop, do, and then continue on. But by the time you're finished reading each of the chapters, depending on what you want to do, you will have the tools that you need to continue on with that. All right, you guys, Chrissy out.